Hanging man. Now, if you have seen someone hanging, he will look just like this picture. Hanging man candle could either be black or a white candle. Now, by black, I mean red, and by white, I mean green candle. So it could be like up or down. But it consists of a small body, really small body. I don't mean doji, but a small body. Near or at the high with a small or no upper shadow, I mean no high or a smaller high, but with a very long lower tail. So the low is huge. The lower tail usually is 2 or 3 times the height of the body. So it's simply big. Whatever the height of the body is, it's 2 or 3 times or more. Now this pattern is considered to be bearish pattern during an uptrend, because if prices are rising and you see this pattern, then be vigilant. It means there is something really gone wrong. Now why does it mean a bearish pattern trend? Because if we are in a bullish trend, everyone should be a buyer. Now in this candle, someone simply sold it, market went down. It made a huge low. And then someone bought it and the price came back up. But the question remains, who sold and why did he sold it in such a huge quantity that the demand could not absorb the supply and the price fell off? Why? And that's the reason this pattern is considered bearish pattern. Now let's look at hanging man on real charts so that you can understand how it looks and what happens after that. Thank you. Hanging man. Now hanging man comes in right at the top usually, and it is considered a bad pattern because it is considered to be a reversal pattern. Now a hanging man means just like a physical hanging man. A hanging man's site is never a good site to be. And if you look at it right here, this is the hanging man. Right at the top, it's rising from the bottom. This low is 92 and this hanging man high is 113. That's huge rise from the fall. See? But right here, it opened higher at 112.23, then fell off, or made a high 113.24 and then fell off. It fell off to 110.02. That's a $2.20 fall, and then came back and closed at 112.92. Now, what does a hanging man means? It means that the fall, this lower shadow, is usually 2 or 3 times of what this body is. This body is what? 70 cents from 112.23 till 112.92. So 70 cents and this fall is what? $2.20. So that's approximately 3 times the lower shadow. So the lower shadow should be 2, 3 or more times the fall of whatever the body size is. And once this happens, this is a bad move. It should not happen because it represents a change in trend. And if you look at it, for the next 2 days it stayed there, but on the third day it opened lower at 107.36, which is exceptionally low considering 112.92. Let's consider it 113. So what? 107.72 means $5.30. That's hugely down. And this is the close I'm talking, not the low. If you consider low, that's a $6 fall. And if you look at it right here, this is another hanging man. It opened at 115.93 and closed at 116.28. But look at the low. It's $1.50 lower than the open. Whereas the body is 115.93 minus 116.28. That's 37 cents. So that's again 3 times, the shadow is 3 times whatever the body size is. So whenever this happens and on the rise, then it's a reversal pattern. And if you look at it further, this was not good. Like after that. So this is the pattern that informs you that there is something wrong. Now, hanging man usually appears right on tops. So you should be vigilant whenever it appears on top. However, if you look at it here, this is not a hanging man because the shadow is on the high. On a hanging man, the shadow is on the low. Shadow is on the low. And the upper wick, the upper high, is usually extremely small, not considerable. So always look for these signs. It should not be like this. On this candle, you can see the upper wick is extremely huge. Let me zoom in further for you. Right here, the upper wick is extremely huge. But here, the lower wick is extremely huge. So hanging man is known by the lower wick. The lower wick. Now you can also see this as a hanging man, but if you look at the lower wick and the body size, it won't be as exceptional as this one. As exceptional as this one. So always look on like the highest moment, not just any candle. Thank you.